So today I want to talk about a little more on the personal side on how I overpowered and slayed these addictions and got out of rut of depression that took me out for years. And it was on and off cycle, and the way of thinking, it's for some of you maybe it may be hard to explain, but you could just imagine, you know, the saddest you felt, and then feeling that every single day, all the time, like things like that. And you might get a gist of the torture that is kind of self-inflicting. Like when I had to own up and realize I'm putting this on myself. I know what I need to do. You know what you need to do. You don't need to be told right now. Like if you had to choose, you had to do one thing. Doesn't matter how small, but one thing, or I'm going to shoot you in the head and kill you. I'm sure you could think of one thing that you could do right now. And you'd be surprised what just doing that one thing would lead to, and then push yourself, do a little more. But the focus also has to be on continuing to, for me, I may have switched and got a little too crazy into the, personal development and psychology aspect, because I just love psychology and how it actually affects the brain and what happens. But to break it down in layman's terms, it was the change of what I was focusing on, the actions, the language changed, that all of a sudden I realized I was not thinking the same way. Even on little things, like with Tylenol, I would always take at least 3, and then I would take 2, or something small, or just as I continued to do more, and the physical was for me something that was a must. I can't really explain it any other way than that, but to really use your body and push it. You don't think that was crazy as I would say David Goggins, even though I respect the hell out of him. But to some degree, that's your mentality, your purpose, your reason for doing it. Make it, a selfish one, because the benefits will roll over into other parts of your life. You'll be healthier, you'll have more energy, you'll be happier overall. You have to learn to but any toxic or negative people or words that you can't remove, you have to just not let it get to you. Don't let them inside your head. Who the fuck cares? You do you. You be the best for you and your family. And, if you're married, your kids, you do what you do for you. Be the best you today. I don't want to look back and be like, I gave up because it was too hard. When that's bullshit, I've been half-assing my whole life and doing pretty well half-assing. So why don't, for once, give it 100%? And no, it's not overnight transformation, but years accumulate and change and shift, and some days still more gets done, but continuous movement and growth and transformation, it's not ending, it's just the beginning, in fact. And I feel I'm just restarting my life. I'm creating my life and happy in the process of it all, and realistic in the return on the investment I'm making on myself, and goes for my business as well. If you love what you do, you're passionate about it, it's a lot easier to lose time while you're doing it. But you have to balance. That's why I do my best to get the majority of my work done in between hours where my kids are not home. And yeah, do I feel like sometimes I could take them out more often than I do? Yeah, and it's hard, but I do a little bit more each time. I do the best that I can at the moment, and it keeps compounding. It's not an overnight. It wasn't an overnight thing, but it was like a moment where it was just clear that there was a major shift, a major maturity that just clicked in, and everything became clear. I knew exactly what I had to do, skills to get it done, and I'm doing it and continuing to. And I know I'm going to look back and because in the process of building a brand in the beginning, you don't get a lot of views and engagement, and that's cool. But once the marketing and everything kicks in, you'll see that over time, things start to change, things start to shift. But you have to be consistent, and because you want that consistent engagement. You want those real users who are gonna engage and who are down with you and respect the struggle, and is just trying to better themselves just like you are. I mean, I don't know why people think we all can't win at this game, at life. We make things more difficult by the language we use. To be honest, the stories we tell ourselves, these lies, these limitations, are not true. We handicap our own selves. We tell ourselves our own worth. Is always right now to start over. Not start over, to continue. Maybe you've been on a pause. Maybe you've felt something that has happened to me many times. Prove it to yourself that you could do it. You really need a strong purpose, real emotional trigger. So when the going gets tough, it's a reminder that it's not, I should do this now, it's I must do this now. You gotta be the warrior now. Take control of your life, take control of your emotions. You could practice this. Just if you ever think about giving up, say, let's try it one more time. Let's try it this way instead. All right, that didn't work. Let's go this way. But I'm gonna enjoy every second of mine, and you should enjoy every second of yours. So join, please subscribe, and support the channel so that we can really tailor the content for you and what is helpful. And whatever you'd like to see, let me know how you guys, got out of the rut, depression, addiction, anything in the comments. And yeah, stay up, keep grinding.